Yeah.
After you, dear cameraman.
Okay, so this is the most important part of the studio. We have the Marshall fridge. Look at that beauty. There's actually nothing in it right now. So we should have.
Well, there's a bloody surprise.
Manual and some ice cubes. Did they actually say Marshall on it? That'd be wicked, wouldn't it?
Marshall ice cube.
Gave you M's or something. That'd be kick-ass.
I drink a lot of water, as you can tell. Got a water machine.
Yeah, and obviously check out the coffee machine. Like a pedal, if Chris built it, it doesn't work.
But it does. Wait, listen to this. Have you guys seen this actually?
Is it going to work?
Look at that beast. Oh. But it's not quite plumbed in yet, so no one can drink anything. Yeah, so this is the little handmade
Refreshment zone.
Yeah, little handmade refreshment zone.
Pretzels come for free as well.
This is a little dedication to some of our favourite guys. Got the old Philips Ace vinyls.
I've never heard of it. Does he play good stuff?
Well, you want this guy, mate? Chris King Robinson.
Oh, I had one of those. He's a tea coaster.
Oh.
Anything in the cupboard?
We're not allowed to go in the cupboard.
Oh, what's in the cupboard?
We don't speak about like the cupboard. But yeah, we've got a separate entrance here, so that when Eric Gales comes one day, we've got Eric Gales entrance.
Speaking of Eric Gales, a signed.
Oh yeah,
that cover. Yeah,
so we thought it would be pretty cool to have some display cabinets in here of some of the important parts of the history of pedal porn, because there's a bunch of prototypes from our early products in there. There's like we'll probably do a separate video on it one day, but there's like, you can see down here, there's like the evolution of the fuzzes. You got like the very first one we ever made. Then we tried to hand paint it, it didn't work.
Oh my god, who did that?
Yeah, we've got loads of cool stuff in there from the time of building pedal porn up. So it's actually really cool to have this as like a reminder of
the journey that
the journey
over time. So what was the inspiration behind the love zone over here?
The love zone.
The chill palace.
Well, I actually need to say thanks to Ms. Mateo. He's a guy that hooked us up with this sofa, believe it or not, a special price. At Shackleton's, it's quite important to have like a striking set, and this
a statement piece, isn't it?
That's right, yeah, like your jumper.
Hey,
that's a statement piece and a half.
Wookie gives hugs for free. Come on in.
Yeah, this is the podcast set, which also doubles up as like a secondary place to sit if the main set is being occupied. So if we've got Reese over and his mum's here, she can sit here. We've got Reese on the main set. So this is Strat Heaven. Like, if you guys watch the channel enough, you'll know that we are massive Strat guys, and we do want to incorporate more Gibson stuff into the videos as we go, but this is the Strat Heaven for all of us here, because we just love Strats. This right here, we've got a lot of comments about this on Instagram because we posted a picture of it, but these are like Fender display cases, but we bought these really cool like Amazon what's it like stands.
What's going to be the booby prize of whoever breaks it?
That's a good question. That's the thing. Even everyone that comes over is like, oh, should I put something on it, because it feels too nice to put something on. But
I even asked if I was allowed to put water on the coaster.
Yeah. Yeah.
So this is Dino. He's now a long-term family member.
A bass we bought from Empire Music. They actually gave us a great deal on it, and it's the Pino Palladino signature P bass. So
otherwise known as
Dino. To honour our bass player Nige, who calls Pino Palladino Dino. I've always loved that John Mayer trio vibe of seeing Pino Palladino like just grooving along. Like in fact, can you do your little Pino impression? Like that's the Pino. That's the Pino look. Even the Persian rugs against this, it's got that John Mayer thing, hasn't it? Like proper John Mayer vibe.
Where the light is.
Yeah.
So obviously this is kind of a JHS inspired. Well, obviously there's way more gazillions of pedals than that. But Josh has been a big inspiration to pedal porn over the years. He's helped us out many times. I think that's how you started doing business with Josh, wasn't it? Sending rare pedals over to him, and it's been amazing. So yeah, it was just a shout out. Bit of a pedal wall idea to keep the fancy stuff on there and the cool stuff. So I mean, Christ, where'd you start? I mean, you've got, and it's nice actually because you've not got everything up here. It's just like the really cool, I guess you go, "Ooh, look at me." So it's really, I'll go this side.
That's a lot better actually, yeah.
And then I'll trip over Dino. I mean, literally, where do we start? It's going to be the Cesar Diaz, isn't it? That's where it all started for pedal porn. If you don't know history of Cesar Diaz, legendary guitar and amp tech, Stevie Ray Vaughan and co. You know, he's just one of those guys that's mega. Sadly, no longer with us. The pedals went skyrocketing in value because everyone knows how good they are. And that's where pedal porn kind of started, wasn't it? To make an affordable version of that type of circuit. See, obviously, there's some really lovely pedals that we'd all like, right? Get it? So yeah, what was I saying? It's a shame you haven't.
Paul,
a silver.
is there something up your jumper, mate?
No, I've just got tummy ache.
Okay.
So anyway, what would be like the pedal you'd really not want to lose?
Well, I don't know if you realise, Paul, but do you recognise that gold pedal right there?
What, this one?
Yeah, do you recognise? Yeah, that's the one.
What's up with it?
This is like the most expensive clon on the planet. Because it was driven over by me. Yeah, there's a funky video. Check it out one day. You should put a link up because people probably wet themselves seeing it again. But literally, we did a spoof that we were destroying a clone for fun. It's a clone. Don't panic. Don't read the internet. And yeah, this is the. I mean, it got really well, didn't it? Because I literally drive over it and we throw it down some steps. It's a great video. It was real good. And that's again the whole studio thing. We literally had to drive off into the distance, and we must have spent 6 hours out in the cold just to film like 10 minutes.
You remember we went to this one lake and we like these farmers came with like, yeah.
Get off my land! They got shotguns in there, boy. So yeah, it's wicked. So yeah, anyone wants to buy it, a couple of grand. So we've got obviously that limited edition purple haze one. They were stupid amounts of money and bloody brilliant. You got all the stuff up the top, Univibes, epic stuff. Octavia needs a special mention because we both got one of the Chicago Iron ones a couple of years ago, didn't we? When we did the Philips Ace vibe, because we were so chuffed with how it all went. We were like, let's treat it ourselves. Pedal that Mr. Sace is known for using, so we thought we'd get the Octavia because I didn't have anything like that at that time. But didn't you sell your one or something that you? Something like
I can't keep up with myself.
King of Tone, literally just got my one. But this is one I accidentally forgot this was the real one, not the fake one, and dripped melting hot melting plastic onto it. Thankfully it was okay, but I nearly got murdered.
You literally almost murdered my £600 King of Tone.
This is we've had so much fun doing videos over the years, but having a actual place to base it with is going to be brilliant going forward. So absolutely made up. It's going to be awesome. So obviously Tube Screamer Central, there's a cracking Anderton's video, like 40 Tube Screamers you took down there. Brilliant video on that, so that's wicked. More pedal porn rubbish, you don't want that. Lovely pedals here, you got Sequan, I didn't realise you had a Sequan, that's pretty cool. That's lovely, you got some Wes Jeans ones, that's wicked. Got Very Rude stuff, and then V pedal. I mean, come on, it's even on the wall. Why is this one like? You probably haven't noticed, but it's a different colour. Is it a different era? This is where we get proper nerdy, but I don't know. Someone will tell us in the comments. I'm a twat. But
We've got slight variances on our pedals over time because.
I'm just winding you up, mate. It's obviously a fake.
Well, shout out to the Cowboy King. Look at that beautiful little hat on that duck.
Look at that.
Well, I was just going to say this is like one of my first pedals ever. I feel like we should do a proper pedal wall dive, deep dive one day because there's actually a lot of really cool little stories on here. But it's now's not the time. Like even that, I want to talk about that pedal, but it's just like we'll talk about that another day.
What's your favourite pedal on here?
Well, Tom would have to choose the chicken quiff because he named it.
Yeah, it's my fault. Yeah, I'm to blame.
So obviously this has been a mega project. There's been tons of bits of work to be done, and Chris is all right at planning and arranging stuff, but there's always someone behind the show. So we'd like to introduce you to the main man who's made it all happen.
So this is ZZ Gonk. He's behind every recording you will ever hear now. But this is our little control room. We thought it was important to have a separate space from the live room because you're a noisy aren't you? Yeah. I think it's important to have a little space to just sit and then actually listen back to your recordings and not feel too
Look at that.
But yeah, that view out into the live room. Oh, I can never get tired of that. Like, and, you know, sat here on, you know, Final Cut Pro editing and Logic. That's what we've been using. It's just like nice to sit here and just look out and get that inspiration when you're actually editing, because it's a long, thankless task editing sometimes. So to get that inspiration from out there is really, really cool. But a massive thanks to Focusrite for hooking us up with basically just like the ultimate home recording setup. You know, we've got 24 channels that we can record. Right.
Where's the line between home recording and studio? Because that kind of looks more than home gear to me, but I'm wet behind the ears with that kind of stuff.
Well, I say for home, to be fair, yeah, home would be something a bit smaller like this, but they sort of cover up from the smallest you'd ever want with just one mic input, all the way up to like, you know, hooking 2 or 3 of the 8 channels up and then just getting as many as you want, really. So, but yeah, got the clouds up here, which is a nice little touch. And it actually does, you can hear the sound deaden in this room compared to the live room.
Are they like squishy, or are they just
Yeah, squishy.
squishy?
Yeah, squishy.
So it kind of sounds like you've totally soundproofed this room for if you wanted to hide someone in a cupboard.
Which cupboard do you get? And we've got a little pull out. Try that again. And we've got a little pull out. Oh fuck this!
Ding dong, round 3.
And we have a little pull out. What's it called, Tom?
Keyboard.
Keyboard.
MIDI keyboard.
MIDI keyboard.
Yeah.
Also got this Fuchs FBS 350, which is like incredible for bass. That is a serious piece of kit. So
Is that an amp then?
yeah,
Oh.
we can literally plug straight into that in here.
So this room is perfect for overdubs too, laying down keyboard tracks, bass tracks, even vocal recordings as well. You've got good like soundproofing, unless you want more of an open sound. That's what that room is perfect for.
The other day we actually came in here and sat together with these 2 chairs and mixed together for the first time, didn't we? Where
Yeah.
and I was sat playing bass over the tracks,
Yeah.
and you were playing some crazy keys actually.
Oh, well, thank you, Dan.
That's a crazy organ though. He's going,
Yeah. How's it going?
yeah.
Thanks for the invite.
And just in case I wasn't arrogant enough with the other pictures everywhere, this is when me and Tom had a #1 blues EP. So
#1, baby.
Where is it? It's really small, can't see it.
We were actually above Joe Bonamassa for a few minutes.
Yeah, we had like 2 seconds above him or something.
Funny how well, isn't it?
Those pillars, we've managed to keep the pillars of the original building.
Brick.
Proper
Makes sound better.
So we'll say goodbye to ZZ Gonk right now.
You want to talk about this main set a little bit?
Yeah. Okay, so welcome to Anderton. Welcome to Popcorn. This is our, again, we've got the JHS inspired thing over there. We've got a bit of a Anderton's inspired thing over here. It's hard when you're starting from a blank canvas. You don't know where to start, you know. We wanted to have a focal point of the 2 big boy guitars on the back, and then a wall of amps. And we've sort of partitioned it off with the 2 side, what do you call those, Paul? The big old cases.
Big old cases.
yeah.
Guitar racks, aren't they?
Guitar racks, yeah. We've got the tweed ones and the tweeds. Yeah, it's
Are
nice.
they actually made by Fender, are they?
These are Fender ones, yeah. Yeah, I actually got these in a trade on, I think it's Facebook Marketplace. I wrote to the guy and said, "Do you want a pedal pawn fuzz for that case?" And he was like, "Yeah." So
Yeah.
we got that. Obviously the sign, the pedal pawn sign, all like custom made.
Pedal prawn.
A few of you guys were asking like what's on the back wall. We've obviously got the 63 Strat, which is a bit of eye candy for you guys as you're watching. You know, we've got the Leathy Strat to like pay homage to the man Stevie. One of my dreams since I was younger is to get, you know, the Fender Vibratone, the Leslie, hooked up permanently, because these are such big boys. Like you know, if you've got a home setup, it's very hard to get a big Leslie like this set up all the time.
Leslie.
Then we got a vintage Vibreverb, again another dream amp. This is a really cool addition to the studio. This is the Ampete amp switcher, which basically means you can hook up like up to 8 amps and 8 cabs at the same time and literally press them in real time. So you could have like the Marshall Plexi going into the Vibreverb cab, which is like a crazy concept, but once it's all hooked up, you literally just press which combination you want. And I mean, that for a studio setup, that is like exactly what you'd want. So this, Tom, you know about these. How many times after a gig have I been asked about these?
Oh, so these aren't the ones that you put in the fridge, are they?
that was this has been a lifesaver for like all of our gigging career. I used to hate gigging for one reason, and it's because you can't get your amp loud. But as soon as I found a hot plate on eBay once, plugged it into my deluxe reverb, which was my main gigging amp, it just made me be able to turn up the amp's volume, but turn down the speaker volume essentially, and just get that cranked up sound that you'd get on 10 without having to, you know, kill your sound guy, kill your neighbours. And this is, and recently we actually got sponsored with one. I've probably bought about 10 in the past, but so yeah, massive shout out to THD. Yeah, and we've got the Marshalls. Oh, we've got the.
Zoom in on that.
Yeah, I feel like we had to give it its own. We had to give the plaque its own plaque, just to honour the, you know, the thanks to you guys actually for subscribing. I mean, that is a crazy amount of subscribers, which I never thought I'd get. I mean, I spent about 10 years on my own personal channel and got about 10,000 subscribers in about 10 years. So it's a hard road, but you guys have loved the content and just subscribed to it. Yeah, fantastic. Got rattlesnake cables. Paul knows this. I've always had, you know, super cheap cables in the past, and they always die and just they're crap. And these are proper, some of the best cables. Quality of them is just top notch. All handmade, beautiful cables. So it's nice to know now that it's sort of taken care of. For the other cables, like the mic cables and speaker cables, we've actually got these Ernie Ball cables, and again, they were super kind to us. They sent us like so many cables. I don't know. So yeah, Ernie Ball sort of saved the day in that sense.
Even with the drum mics.
Yeah, that's right. As you've probably seen, there's just so much pedal train gear around the studio because they were very kind to send us a crap load of pedals, pedal boards in all different sizes. So we've got like tiny mini boards up to like huge gigantic boards. So if we're going to do some crazy shootouts and pedal board builds in the future, we've literally got everything we need covered by pedal train now. I don't know if you can see, but there's a pedal train sign above the toilet, which doesn't reflect any reason it's but look at that. They actually sent us that from their studio themselves, their warehouse. So that's cool. We've already got a couple of the boards set up, and we've been using these Ernie Ball Volt power supplies, and they're actually really cool. They're like super compact. They go under the smallest pedal train, the flat ones, and yeah, you've got like 4 different isolated inputs. And what's really cool for us actually, because we make the Gypsy Vibe, which is 18 volts, like this is an 18 volt power supply going into it, you can actually have a through mode and use that 18 volts to power an 18 volt pedal. Got a top down camera up there. Again, nicked the idea from that pedal show. Yeah. I wish that was rolling right then. That was the best shot I've ever seen. But yeah, we've got 3 of these Sony A7 III cameras, and they film in 4K. Still always trying to refine the look of the channel, but huge aperture light. We've got these Studio Spares stage boxes, which are really handy because we can plug in all of these cables, which then go through a massive loom through the walls into the control room and then hook straight into the back of the Focusrite.
So I'm curious, what guitars do you actually have here, sort of ready to play?
Oof. This was supposed to be a bit more of the... In fact, no, that was supposed to be the Gibson side. The Les Pauls and the 335s. But this Les Paul has worked its way over. This is one of the most beautiful LP style guitars you'll ever see from Regent 7. The quality that goes into these guitars is ridiculous. It's literally insane. It's got the most insane checking you'll ever see. Just handmade one at a time. Beautiful guitars. We're going to do some more. This is going to be a staple of the studio going forward. Yeah, so this is the homage to Albert King, as you can probably tell, and we will be. Well, I think we'll have to do a proper video on all of the guitars soon because we've got some cool guitars with a lot of like good history, and also like obviously you can see the strap all over there. Like, Paul's modelling. It'd be good to do a video just on the Strats and then also the rest of the guitars, really. But
what strap have you got there?
These are some of the most premium, beautiful leather straps you'll ever see. A small company here in the UK made by Pinegrove Leather, and just look at that quality. Like, they are just so beautiful. We've got some more over here. Again, we sort of picked out some of the ones that we thought would fit our brand, a bit more of the Western Texas sort of theme with the stars and the Lone Stars and stuff. But we actually have some straps over here as well by a company called Tom's Vintage Straps. We basically accept any free gear from anyone called Tom. So yeah, again, these are beautiful straps which we're going to incorporate into the studio as we go.
Look at Tom playing with his drums again.
Yeah.
Just going to take over the camera duties because this is Tom's own drummer stuff. So
No, originally I wasn't going to do a drum showing off because I'm missing a floor tom and I'm missing another crash cymbal, but otherwise the kit is how I want it, where I want it. It's absolutely perfect. So this is the Yamaha Oak Custom. It's funny, but of all the expensive things that you've got here, I'm talking about my drums. With all the incredible guitars. 8-inch, 10-inch, 12-inch, 14-inch, and a 16 as well, which isn't here right now.
What about the drums?
I was going to say steady on missus.
And we got a 22-inch kick drum, even though originally we thought it was 20 because we were told it was 20, so we bought
Every part of this kit, every detail was completely wrong.
but it still ended up being the dream drums that I've always wanted. So that, yeah, the Tom Rellahan signature drum kit. There you go.
can anyone have a go, or is it Tom's kit? Because we don't want to
I know.
upset you.
It's Tom's kit.
You haven't.
Look of disgust.
Yeah, but you have. To be fair, you have actually let me play.
But you do own them. And it is your studio.
Well, yeah, I mean.
Well, people that I like can play on them. Paul could play on them, for example.
Oh, that's nice. Yeah.
I'll have a go now, shall I?
But I wouldn't let any old Tom, Dick and Harry play on it.
Hang on, Tom, Dick, Harry.
Can you, one of you guys talk a bit about the...
The toilet? Yeah, it's a lovely...
Yeah, we do. I'm actually glad we got, in all seriousness, I'm glad we've got a toilet because if you had to, let people...
I need to go to the toilet.
Okay, so you've got the drum head in.
Oh, we do.
Behind the panels.
Oh, is it?
Oh,
okay.
We do have you in the toilet, Tom. I can see you.
I don't know how I feel looking at myself having
That's a nice shot.
Oh, hello. So you've had a good look around the studio. We hope you've really enjoyed it. We absolutely love it and are really grateful that with your assistance and help with loyalty over time, we're blown away by it. It's everything we've ever dreamed for in it. So where do you see videos going in the future? Because we don't want to be, we haven't got the time for like a That Pedal Show kind of thing, or Anderton's and that. They smash it.
Yeah, they've got an extensive thing, haven't they, going on where it's like relentless. But I don't. We're
Relentless.
It is though, isn't it? It's like, I don't know how they do it because
Yeah, it's intensive, isn't it? It's really full on, and the amount of, I mean, no one gives credit to like Oz and Pete at Anderson's in the background of how much work goes into all of those videos. You're just seeing, in the video.
you can expect exactly what we've done in the past, but just on steroids. Like we've got the facility to actually take it to the next level. Plus the podcast side of it, we really want to ramp that up. Have some crazy guests on.
There's also reviewing tons of other pedals. Trying to give you guys as pedal nerds like us the inspiration behind what tones we're going for and stuff.
Also the live music side of it. We've got the drums here now. We can incorporate that element.
So it's probably worth saying actually, although we've got gear that's been sponsored by companies, which we're really grateful for, it doesn't sway our opinion on everything. So we're totally unbiased. It's what we think. We'd never lie to you guys about, whether we think a pedal's great or not. This is gear we would want to use, so we wouldn't take stuff that we don't like. We've got morals on that. So we don't want you to feel like you're trying to flog us a strap or whatever. It's all, and it's helped us get to this point. So we're really grateful. But
and again, in all honesty, we don't need to accept free straps. Do you know what I mean? I'm not in a cocky way, but it's more like we've spent a lot of time doing this the right way in time. And again, the majority of it we've had to pay for anyway. This has been a big undertaking, but we've had to find the means to do it. So, and we have.
So yeah, just a massive thank you for tuning in, seeing. Hopefully you've enjoyed having a look round, and
if we missed anything, and if we missed anything that you wanted to see and we didn't mention, let us know in the comments, because I'm sure I feel like there's some major.
There's something glaringly obvious after we finished and all gone home, but
yeah. I know we've talked about it a lot recently, but this just is a dream come true, and to be sat here now, it's actually it's crazy. It's just a mental feeling, really. So So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. We'll catch you in a bit, and cheers.
We're going to do that again, surely. that was such a tits up.